Hello, everybody. We're back today. We're going to focus a little bit more on our knees today, but we're still going to get an all body workout with some cardio also and some balance exercises as always. Um, my health education topic today is kind of just a basic recommendation for any exercises. So make sure you warm up. That's why we always start walking before we get into the nitty gritty of it. So warming up is very important. Get all our joints warmed up. Um, then, as you start doing the exercises, make sure you gently move your joints to all the range of motion. That means if you can go all the way, don't stop where you're comfortable with. It should not hurt, as we said before, but you should feel a stretch and get a little bit out of your comfort zone. Do a little bit more than you feel comfortable with. So just moving your joints as far as you can in the pain-free range. Always have the choice. Uh, all of these exercises, depending on what your body needs that day, it might just be you need more of that range to really get the joints going up to their extent, or you might want a little bit more strengthening for that specific joint. Like if your knees are doing okay, you can, instead of doing the range today, you can work on strengthening, and you do that by doing the movement just a little bit faster, just a little bit stronger, instead of gently moving through the range. So it's up to you. So listen to your body. What is it that your body needs today? And go with that. So let's go ahead and get started. And by the way, whenever I talk already, I should have said that, you can start walking in place already, warming up. So let's walk in place or walk throughout your room, swinging your arms. You can go a little bit forward and backwards. Remember, we talked about rolling the feet as you walk. So really warming your ankles up too. You can walk throughout your room. I always like to include the walking backwards because we don't do it as much. So it really helps our balance to walk forward and backwards. You can bring your knees a little bit higher to a march. It's a little bit harder to roll your feet in a march, but you can still do it. And then let's walk in place. You can stop walking or continue walking. We're going to do a head turn. Gently turn your head to the right, middle, and left. And one side might not be like the other. You might feel a lot tighter on one side than you feel on the other. Okay, then for this, I want you to stop walking for a moment, feet hip width apart, knees are soft, but you're still upright. And you're going to tilt your right ear to your right shoulder and just let that head hang. I think I worked a lot, enough, too much on the computer this morning already. So my neck is pretty tight. And then back up and to the other side. Whew. I can feel that. How about you? If you want a little bit more, you can, if you have your head to the right, that left arm can reach diagonally out like you're reaching towards something. Just making that stretch a little bit longer, a little bit bigger. And then to the other side. Reach. Perfect. We're going to do a side step. Let's take 3 steps to the side, back and forth, working our abductors and adductors. You should start warming up a little bit. Perfect. And then we're going to do the shoulder back squeeze. So the movement does not come from the elbows. The movement really comes from the shoulders. So I want you to squeeze your shoulder blades back, like you're trying to hold something between your shoulder blades, like a ball or something. Don't let anybody take it out. And relax. Squeeze back and relax. Squeeze and relax. Squeeze, relax. Let's do 2 more. And walk in place again. And then we're going to walk in a circle. A little bit more, a little bit different for your balance. I have my chair. Forgot to tell you, we need a chair today as usual. So you can always have a chair with you. It's the best thing. If you don't have one, stop the video and get one. And we're going to do the prayer hands as we walk in the circle. Let me show you. You're going to put your hands together kind of like at heart center. The palms and all the fingers are together. If you have if you know you have carpal tunnel problems, or if those 3 fingers, the thumb, the index, and the middle finger, tend to fall asleep, then don't do it this way. Let me show you first how to do it, and then I will show you how to do it if you have any problems. So you got to keep the palms together and you press down. So this I don't want you to do if you have problems. If you have problems with the carpal tunnel, then you stay up here and then go forward. So prayer hands, palms together, elbows go out to the side and forward. Down and forward. The forward you can do anyway, just if you have carpal tunnel, just stay up here more like at your chin and then go forward. So walk in your circle doing that. And then switch directions in your circle. I hope you have enough space in your living room. You can also go out on your patio or in the front. Maybe you find a neighbor who wants to do the exercises with you. Would be perfect. Awesome. One more thing, a little bit more walking. Clap in the front, clap in the back. You have to squeeze your shoulder blades back and kind of touch in the back. If you can't touch in the back, that's okay. Just go a little bit towards each other. Clap in the front, clap in the back. Oh, you can walk in place, walk around, forward, backward. Whatever floats your boat. Just getting a little bit movement for those shoulders. Perfect. Okay, let's get our chair. Let me show you from the front and from the side. Oh, for the back. I don't know my directions. Okay, so you're gonna sit in your chair, and I actually want you to sit back at first. What you're gonna do is you're gonna walk your hips to the front edge of the chair. One hip, the other hip. One hip, the other hip. And then you walk back. Actually really good work for your lats. So you walk one side at a time, going a little bit forward and backwards. So good core exercise. Perfect. Really lift that butt cheek and bring it back. Awesome. You're doing great. Do it one more time. Awesome. Good. Then we're going to do the slides. We're going to mainly work on that hip external rotation and then on that knee bend. The external rotation is usually the first one that you can feel, or that gets less as you get arthritis in your hips. So however you can do it. So one leg is straight out. Don't have it hyperextended, have it slightly bent. The other leg, or the ankle or the heel, whatever your shoes allow you, is on closer to the ankle, and then you slide up and down, up and down. Let me give you a different ankle for that. One leg is out, you slide up and down. That knee kind of goes to the side, however much you can. You're doing fantastic. And then we switch legs, the other leg. Again, make sure that knee is not hyperextended, that straight leg. Up and down. Try to sit upright if you can. Try to not slouch back, but really force yourself to sit as upright as you can. Fantastic. Okay, the next exercise, you can sit a little bit further back in your chair. You can even lean on your back if that's what you want, or you can sit upright. But we're going to do the knee extension, so engaging our quadriceps muscles. So extending that knee, bringing the foot up, and hold and down. Let's stay with that same leg several times. Might hear some popping like in my knee, but it's all good as long as it doesn't hurt. If you know you can't straighten your leg out all the way, stay there. Really engage that muscle a little bit longer to hold it, and then back down. Bring it up and hold and back down. If you have pretty good range of motion, try to go a little bit faster. Okay, then switch the legs. Other legs. Ooh, I'm popping and cracking, crackle the crack. We need to smear our joints. Really moving your joints really keeps them limber, keeps your joints healthy. Even if you're pretty stiff on one day, you still do the exercises. You might just go a little bit slower, but it's still important to move the legs. Again, if you need a little bit more range of motion, then hold and down. Hold, or go a little bit faster. Perfect. And then we're going to scoot a little bit forward, and we're going to slide our leg back and come forward again. Slide it back. So the opposite, we're engaging the hamstrings. Slide back and hold. If you can, you might be able to try to lift the foot off the ground there, or maybe just slide back. Whichever way is okay. Slide back underneath your chair. In a moment, we're going to do those same exercises standing. So if that is too much standing, you can just walk around for a moment, or you can do some more seated. Okay, the other leg again. Slide back. Maybe you can lift. Perfect. Shake your legs out a little bit. We're going to stand up. Again, use your hands. Remember the one we did last time? Scoot forward to the edge. Feet underneath you. Lean forward and come up. Walk around for a moment. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing, just standing, the knee extensions. Okay, how can I, oh, this way. Okay, so you're going to bring the knee a little bit up. You hold yourself on the chair, knee a little bit up, and stretch that knee out and bring it back down. Knee up, stretch, and back down. Knee up, stretch out. You can get a little bit more stretch if you lift those toes up too. If you want to, you can stay on that leg without setting it down and just swing forward and back with the focus on that extension. Then the other leg. Knee up, kick out, and foot down. Knee up, kick out. You can bring those toes up again. Awesome. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit more, let go of your chair or hover over it. If you want more, swing. Always up to the full extension. And of course, we're still engaging the core. We're still staying upright. Perfect. Shake it out for a moment. Walk it out. If something is too much, just stop it, or if you need a little bit more recovery in between, pause the video. And then the other one, the knee bend. You keep the knee pointing down and bring the foot towards the buttocks. So don't have the knee up here. The important thing is to have the knee down here. You can squeeze your knees together and then lift if that helps you. So you might not be able to lift it as high as if you were up here, but that's okay. Up and down. Again, if you want to try to challenge your balance more, hover your hand, let go, and work a little bit more on your balance. But please be safe. If you're more wobbly, then hold on. And this might be very different from one side to the other. You might be able to let go on one side and not on the other, and that's okay. Let's switch legs. Up and down. Knee pointing down. Core engaged. Especially in a movement that goes backwards, we really have to have that core engaged, or it's going to start hurting your lower back. And engaging the core and being upright also helps with the balance. Perfect. Shake it out, walk it out. In fact, let's do some step touches in between. Out, step touch. Let's do an elbow bend with that. You're doing fabulous. We still have a little bit more. Still the chair. So what we're going to do some mini squats first, some regular mini squats. Feet are hip width apart. You're going to sit back in the chair and come back up. This might not be very far. Engage that core, keep the back straight, and just sit back in the chair, come back up. You can use your arms forward to help you with that balance a little bit, or you can hold on to the chair to do those mini squats. Just make sure that your knees do not come past your toes. Engage that core. Perfect. If you want to advance that, if that is enough, stay there. If you want to advance it a little bit, same thing, you have the chair down there. Go a little bit lower, almost to the chair surface, and come back up. A little bit lower, almost to the chair, and back up. But if you just do tiny squats, if you're okay with that, then don't go to this one. Stay with the tiny squats. Perfect. 2 more. You got this. Okay, and shake it out. We'll need the chair for the stretch at the end. Let's walk a few boxes. We're gonna walk, so be a little bit on your right side, I guess. You're gonna walk 1, 2, 3 steps forward, 3 steps to the left, and 3 steps backwards, and 3 to the side. And watch it, you might always start with the right foot like I have done. If you did so, then start with the left foot instead. You might have to think a little bit. One more. Make sure you finish your box. Perfect. We have one more exercise, then we're going to do one cardio and finish with stretches. Sorry, my allergies have still been acting up. Okay, so we're going to do the toe and heel raise. Make sure you have a chair to hold on if you need to. We're going to go on our tiptoes, back down, and then go on our heels, lift the toes. Tiptoes, back. And you can challenge your balance. Try to do it without holding on. You can also challenge yourself to hold it a little bit longer. 1, ooh, I have to hold on for that. 1, 2, 3, and then the heels. 1, 2, 3. Better safe than sorry, so hold on if you need to. And just going back and forth is good exercise. It's all great. Go all the way on your tiptoes and then on your heels. Perfect. Okay. And we're going to end with the cardio before we have the final stretches. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Roomba. We're going to start walking forward with the right, 2, 3, touch. And then walk back with the left, 2, 3, touch. Then we're going to take 3 steps to the right, to the left, close, left, right, kick, right, close, right, left, kick. And then we'll start. I said it wrong earlier. I apologize because I forgot to mirror you guys. But let's start with the, hold on, let's start with the right foot and then step to the right. How about that? Okay, you can have your music cranking up, go with the music. Right, 2, 3, and touch. Left, 2, 3, and touch. Right, 2, 3, and kick. Left, 2, 3, and kick. Sorry. Right, and touch. Doesn't matter which direction you go in first. Oops, I did that wrong. Okay, now I completely messed you up. Okay, let's do that again. Side, kick, side, kick. Step forward and touch, right, kick, side, kick, forward, backwards, side, kick, kick, side, kick, kick, forward, touch, back, touch, side, kick, side, kick, forward. Make sure you start with the opposite foot going backwards, then forward. You don't have to stay with me if you have a good rhythm with your music. Stay with your music. Touch, back, touch, side, kick, forward, touch, back, touch, side, kick, forward, touch, back, touch, side, kick, kick. One more time. Touch, back, touch, side, kick, kick. Awesome. Woo! Beautiful. Okay, since we did a lot with our knees, we're just going to do a hamstring a stretch and a hip flexor stretch. At the end, you might walk it out for a moment, slow down your body, then sit in the chair. You're going to have one foot out in the front, and the toes are up, and you bend slightly forward, but you bend at the hip. You should feel, if you round off your back, you're not going to feel the stretch. Keep the back straight and hinge at your hip, and you should feel a good stretch in the back of your leg. Beautiful. And then the other side, same thing, leg is straight, toes up, and you hinge forward at your hip. One more time, the other side. And it helps to sit at the front of the chair. You don't want to sit all the way back. That's going to hurt you on the back here. You might see that the second time, the second stretch, you can go a little bit further. So feel that stretch. Perfect. And then we're going to do a hip flexor stretch. So you're going to sit sideways. I'm going to angle that a little bit sideways at the edge of your chair. One leg is in the front and one leg slides back. Make sure you stay upright. Pull that belly button in and then slide that leg back. You slide that leg back. See how far you can slide it back. You can extend it a little bit more with the toes on the ground if that's what you need for that hip stretch. Or you might be right here. That's okay. However far you can go back, just make sure that hip doesn't go back. It stays forward. Pull that belly button in. And then we're going to switch to the other side. You have to turn around in your chair. And this side might be the same or different from the other. You might just be here where it's just barely pointing down. You're nice and upright. Or you might be able to stretch it a little bit further back. Pull that belly button in. Keep that hip forward. Beautiful. We're going to do one more time each side. So switch around. Maybe the second time you can go a little bit further. Continue to be upright. Pull the belly in. Stretch that leg out back as far as you can. Stretching the hip flexors. We all sit way too much. So our hip flexors get shortened. And then you start having lots of problems with your hips, knees, back, and so on. The other side, good job. Pull that belly in, chest up. And for good measures, let's do a little back stretch also. Round our backs, reach forward, make a C shape forward. And then come up, chest up, shoulders back. The arms can go out to the side, hollowing out the other way. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Chest up, chin a little bit up. And one more time. Forward, reach, forward C shape. And then back up. Squeeze the shoulder blades, chest up, chin up. Beautiful. Thank you for joining me today again. And I hope to see you next time. Have a wonderful rest of the day.